Welcome to i3Day Innovation, Mastering the Ability and Habit of Rapid Innovation. I'm Howard Cooper. In the next 15 slides, you'll see the unique combination of methods, processes, and tools which comprise the i3Day innovation methodology. i3Day will empower your innovation efforts and help you instill the habit of continual improvement with rapid, structured innovation. Keep your organization on top of your market and leading your industry. Now, before we get started, let me share my story with you. As I do, pay attention to the challenges I faced and relate them to the way your company uses innovation or solves problems today. I spent the last 5 years as a design for reliability engineer and innovation coach for General Dynamics Defense Corporation. Previous to that, I was consultant to Fortune 500 companies like Caterpillar Tractor, Honda Corporation, Pratt & Whitney Aircraft, Intel, Texas Instruments, and many others. I've guided these companies to innovatively eliminate 70 to 92% of their unscheduled downtime of automated machine tools, CNC and PLC computer controls, and hydraulic systems. We regularly implement these improvement projects in 30 to 60 days. As you can imagine, there were also many problems thrown at me as a consultant that I could not solve. These would bother me, frustrate me, and stay on my mind for several months. I would continue to look for a similar situation where that problem had been solved. I would then go back to the client and suggest this concept to solve his specific problem. The 70 to 92% improvements we did make were made by applying 4 concepts or innovative principles I had learned from my 5-year experience with John Deere & Company. I can best explain the application of these 4 principles as fishing, or FISH, functional interface stress hardening. I simply identify the functional interfaces which are failing and then prevent root cause stresses to the interfaces by hardening, cushioning, lubricating, isolating, or cooling. Simple but powerful. Most powerful principles are simple. We can discuss the power of fishing at your company later, but for now, just ask yourself and ask the other decision makers in your company, how much money would we have added to our profits last year had we suffered 70 to 92% less unscheduled equipment downtime? And how much more would we save this year at this remarkable level of reliability? Investing only 20% of the first year savings is a slam dunk move to capture these increased profits year after year. Applying these 4 principles has saved my client companies millions, and it fed my family well for over 20 years. But there's more to this discovery. The innovation breakthrough that happened next is what I'm here to share with you today. So 6 years ago, after 20 years of consulting, I discovered during my Design for Six Sigma Black Belt training that there are actually 40 principles that yield rapid innovative solutions. 40 principles. And I had been functioning for 20 years on only 4 of those 40? Wow. I became avidly interested in learning all 40 principles. I saw how rapidly the odd and more difficult problems I had been posed with over the years could have been solved. Additional savings into the millions could have been realized had I only known all 40 principles years earlier. Well, I have since merged these principles into a system of tools and best processes for solving each category or type of problem you could face. And all of this is now available to you. This powerful system will help you quickly determine which of the 40 principles will most likely solve your current problems. In addition, I've developed tools to help you predict the next product or generation needed, so you can lead the industry rather than play catch-up to your competition. In the next 20 minutes, we will define the new acronym i3Day and discuss this unique combination of tools, methods, and processes to empower you and your company as you instill the habit of rapid, structured innovation. You can pause this presentation to make notes at any time. So, to solve or to innovate? That is the question. If problem solving is plugging the hole, or as system engineers say, selecting the functional option with the least downside or risk, then what is the result of innovation? Innovation improves functionality while removing the downside or risk. As you watch the following video clip, ask yourself the question, is this an example of innovation or creativity? Okay, so is that creativity or innovation? Most companies today are talking about innovation, claiming innovation in their brochures, their advertising, but they don't have innovation processes nor the innovation tools. Most can't even define the difference between creativity and innovation. So how can they consistently or rapidly innovate? As of January 2013 in the US, the common household 40-watt and 60-watt tungsten light bulbs are no longer manufactured. Dead. The brighter, more efficient compact fluorescent lamp, or CFL, has replaced it. Moving to the right from the legacy light bulb, why is the upper heart-shaped bulb creative, and why is the CFL innovative? You could say they are both creative, although the CFL is more a result of step-by-step structured engineering than it was creative. The CFL is innovation because the goal or objective was determined beforehand, to develop a bulb that would require much less energy and last longer. That is innovation. Now, let's define the difference between creativity, innovation, and structured innovation. As this comparison chart shows, creativity is thinking or experimenting outside the box, and it can be fast. As an example of creativity, Edwin McCain wrote a song, and it probably didn't take him long, titled "Just Do Your Thing." A good example of creativity. Writing music or poetry or coming up with humorous comments are other ways of being creative, whereas innovation is focused toward a specific solution or result, and it can be very slow in coming. Thomas Edison said about the light bulb, "I haven't failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Innovation can be slow and painstaking trial and error research and development. This became the model for innovation in America. Experimentation, research and development, or oftentimes just waiting for enlightenment. But most companies no longer want to fund research and development or this kind of innovation. So let me introduce to you structured innovation, which is also fast. It's fast because it is able to quickly access a wide range of lessons learned by others, which will help solve problems like your current problem. It's also fast because it rapidly selects design principles from over 5,000 patents, which will most likely solve your current problem. Now that's powerful. Altshuler, the father of TRIZ, or Russian structured innovation, would often say after demonstrating it, "You can wait 100 years for enlightenment, or you can solve the problem in 15 minutes with these principles." Structured innovation can empower you with faster, more consistent innovative solutions. As in IPO process diagrams or in simple AND gate logic, this diagram shows what companies need, in red, and what they have, in green, to generate fast, consistent, innovative solutions. As AND gate logic suggests, you cannot have fast, consistent innovation as an output until you have the right innovation process, tools, and training as green inputs. Then facilitate these together with your subject matter experts to generate the required innovative solutions. The I3-day process will be described on the next slide, but first, notice the picture of wheel innovations over the ages. Each iteration of development, from one wheel to the next, typifies one or two of the structured innovation principles. The interesting thing to note is, if B.F. Goodrich or Cooper Tires had been around and had understood structured innovation, they could have made the inventive leap from one to the next at least 50 to 300 years before it actually happened, thus capturing the market for the next many hundred years. Structured innovation can also help you understand or predict what product is coming next, so you can be, as Peter Drucker put it, the firstest with the mostest, and capture the market now, rather than try to play catch-up later. Notice also that the speed of innovation and change has exponentially increased between each iteration of the wheel, as with any other device, product, or service. The time between iterations has exponentially shortened from 1,000 years to 100 years to 50 years to 5 years to 1 year or less. Moore's Law now states that IT technologies double capability every 18 months. If you're not on the leading edge of innovation, you're likely being left far behind, another Me Too product at best. At worst, no place in the market at all. So how do you stay in front and be master of your market? Structured I3-Day innovation. This new methodology helps you facilitate needed innovation activities. I3-DAY is an acronym for our unique combination of tools and methods to faster, more effectively, and more profitably solve your current and future problems. We integrate D, Debano, with A, Altschuler, and Y, you, to form the most powerful team or change agent to effect and implement innovation. I3-DAY. Debano's facilitating processes and 6-hat group exercises keep innovation groups from getting lost or caught up in circular thinking or round table paralysis. Altschuler's verified 40 principles, patterns of evolution, and TRIZ structured innovation tools and process set direction and speed, or vector, to the solution. And you, your team. Unfortunately, this is the biggest obstacle to change and to innovation, yet the most needed and most knowledgeable on the problem at hand. Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. He also said that we cannot solve problems by using the same kind of thinking that created them. However, the I3-Day methodology brings new paradigms, new kinds of thinking, even the most probable approaches for solving the problem to those who best understand it. You. With you and your group's abilities and insights on the problem, you can now consistently and rapidly solve and implement more effective solutions, services, and products. The innovation might be enhancements to existing products or new products that will lead your industry and feed new, emerging markets. We also use Clayton Christensen's models and methods for managing disruptive innovations in these new emerging markets. Other methods frequently used in I3-Day innovation projects and sessions are listed at bottom right. Okay, let's pause for a minute to watch another video clip. As you watch, consider your need to learn and to practice I3-Day principles in order to become a fast innovator or wall climber. Now, how many principles of wall climbing can you learn simply by watching? Yet how many principles will you need to practice to become a fast wall climber? This chart shows the full innovation support services combined into I3-Day to empower your future success. Currently, the most popular series of books on managing innovation are by Clayton Christensen: The Innovator's Dilemma, The Inventor's Solution, The Inventor's DNA, Disrupting Class, The Inventor's Prescription, etc. His multiple white papers in the Harvard Business Review introduce excellent methods and models for managing innovation. Vital, but still needing the tools and processes for generating rapid solution options and for facilitating these to verification and implementation. Remember, implementation is innovation. I3-Day can also help you integrate the innovation DNA into your corporate process, corporate DNA, to transform into an innovative, capable organization with the culture and innate habitual behavior to rapidly innovate. Let's break this chart down even further. The habit and behavior most companies fall into is circular thinking, or round table paralysis. They toss problems and solution ideas around the table, then round again. Then next year, they toss it around the table again. Most of these ideas are never implemented and never get to market. With I3-day processes and facilitation, the team progresses more directly to generation and implementation of the optimal innovative solution. We call this vector logic because the method sets proper direction and speed toward needed innovation. Another obstacle to innovation. Most people go no further than a general idea of the problem. Then they wait for enlightenment, but cannot come to a specific solution. With I3-day tools and this 4-step process, you will identify the specific problem and operational approaches to solve the problem, and usually in less than an hour or two. Once the specific problem is defined, then, as Genrich Altschuler, the father of TRIZ, or Russian structured innovation, said, you can wait around 100 years for enlightenment, or you can solve the problem in 15 minutes using these principles. There are 2 types of innovation, supportive and disruptive. Supportive innovations help you cut costs and provide better or new functionality for your customers. Disruptive innovations are those which initially appear to serve only small or emerging niche markets, not your market, but quickly grow in their usefulness and application to serve much larger markets. If not properly understood and managed, this type of innovation can grow to cripple or destroy your company. But the good news is they can be managed with proven models to minimize the damaging impact and maximize the benefits and profits for your company. Now let me show you a few examples of companies like yours that have benefited from these principles of structured innovation. GDLS struggled for 2 years with a particular tank design, trying to bring hatch weight down. Heavy hatch doors pose several safety risks to our soldiers. Make the hatch too light, and we severely limit the tank's defenses. GDLS set up a 2-day structured innovation workshop. Using the structured innovation tools, they achieved 28% hatch weight reduction while retaining safety and protection benefits of the previous hatch design. Rather than struggling another 2 years without improvement, the structured innovation tools facilitated solutions in only 2 days. Another company, Oxford Fire Alarm, had built a new alarm system. While it was functional, it was ultimately unsellable due to its high cost of production. After learning and applying principles learned in this course, they turned their new alarm into a smaller, lighter, easier to manufacture, and sellable design in just 5 days, turning total program loss into program success. With only 2 weeks of coached innovation, a helicopter blade noise problem was eliminated and a $1 million program was saved. After struggling with the jet engine's sonic boom problem for 50 years, the problem was solved in a 2-day innovation workshop, fixing an industry-wide problem. After a 1-day innovation workshop, one manufacturing improvement increased productivity by 33% and yielded a $12 million savings. What are the problems you are trying to solve? I3-Day can help you apply proven principles for innovative solutions. Grab some paper and something to write with. Now answer. What is your current need for innovation? Pause this video and write your answer. Okay, what is the current direction and speed of your innovation? Pause the video again to answer. Next, what is the biggest problem or problems not solved? Pause and write them down. Now, what are the effects of these problems, now and into the future, if not solved? Write these down. And finally, what is the severity of these effects, now and into the future, if not solved? Write these down before continuing. What are the benefits if I3-Day can help you solve these challenges? Write these down. Benefits now and into the future. Pause, then continue when you're ready. What benefits would there be to a speedy, innovative solution? Write down what an I3-Day workshop could deliver for you. You can innovatively solve these problems and gain the benefit by pursuing one of the following 2 paths with I3-Day. First, you can arrange an i3-day workshop at your facility or an off-site retreat to start innovating your problems away. We train your people and then facilitate your team through the innovation process and tool usage to come up with alternative, innovative solutions to one or more of your unsolved challenges. Attendees also receive our structured innovation toolset. You can choose to receive 2 days of intensive training and practice, applying the structured innovation principles and tools towards solving your company's challenges. Your entire investment for the 2-day workshop is only $20,000. A 1-day, $10,000 workshop may be arranged for smaller groups with limited time. This is a flat rate investment, which covers all of our travel costs, training, materials, and tools, as well as follow-up to help impact your team's success. The solutions are yours to patent. You might first want to set up a 90-minute live online webinar where we can meet and discuss in more detail the i3-day structured innovation methods and their relevance to your specific need to innovate. During this live teleconference and 90-minute webinar, you'll get a more detailed introduction on structured innovation and i3-day methods. You'll gain a working knowledge of 2 i3-day innovation tools. And you'll see a detailed case study applying the tools to solve a design for manufacturing problem and a design for reliability problem. And refine your path forward to improved innovative mentality, execution, and profitability. Your investment for this step into structured innovation is only $287 for up to 3 attendees, online or at your desk or conference room, plus $87 for each additional participant. To wrap up, it's your choice, your path forward. Most companies lose innovative ideas by getting lost in circular thinking or roundtable paralysis. The alternative is to implement vector logic, to rise above the rest with the i3-day methodology. Your choice number 1, contact us to set up a 90-minute online webinar and teleconference to discuss i3-day structured innovation in more detail. Or 2, set up an i3-day workshop to get training plus the tools and coaching as you begin innovating your problems away. You are now more knowledgeable concerning the i3-day structured innovation methodology and your need to move forward with innovation coaching and tools. We look forward to being a valued asset to your innovation activities in the near future.